Hey everybody, welcome back to our channel. I am Jamie from Honey at the Hive, and this is my second oldest, Emma.
Hi.
We are currently on vacation in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, so we figured this would be a pretty cool time to do some videos of our travel trailer. So this particular video is going to be a little bit longer. I will put timestamps below so you can skip through to any parts that you might be interested in. I'm going to be following my husband around as he shows you all the ins and outs of this trailer and does a little question and answer at the end that I think you might find interesting. If you are campers, we'd love to know what your favorite campground to go to, states that you travel to. We really love doing this as a family, and it's just been a lot of fun for us. Next week we will start with a walkthrough of our favorite campground here in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, and then I will be back to curriculum choices for the 2024-2025 school year. Hope you like this video.
Alright, so this is our camper. It is Keystone Passport. I think it's a 2021. Got 2 propane cans on the front, and they feed refrigerator drip while you're riding down the road. And you have outside burners, inside burners, oven. There's a battery. It's already pre-wired for solar, so we could put an extra battery on here if we wanted to, and connect it through this port up to solar panels, and you could put additional batteries on the inside in here. It has the electric up front, which makes it really easy. This is a pass-through. It goes all the way through on both sides, and actually has air leak down into there, so it doesn't keep it cold, but it keeps your stuff from melting, or the same thing in winter. So this is a 4 seasons camper. Does really well in both really hot and really cold. The framing inside of here, there's actually compressed rigid foam, so its structure is largely insulation. These are the 2 slides on this side, your freshwater connect. Sewer and gray water is over here. And your power cord, of course. So, other side of the pass-through, you have, for the stabilizers, the front and back are electric on this. So you just sit up here and do it. They do not level it, but we got a little light under here. And this is under the front bed up front, but you don't have access to it. So it's got a really big awning and cool lights that come on. So we can put our porch lights on. We kind of like to leave it just out about halfway like this. Look at the rest of the outside first. So some give up a bunk, the bottom bunk on one side, to have a bigger kitchen on them. So this is the only kitchen we have. It's great though.
Outdoor kitchen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We put lots of drinks will fit in there, especially like the smaller Gatorades. There's pretty good storage. I mean, for me, I use this mostly up top and around the edges to throw implements and paper towels and a couple burners. They really do pretty well. You can boil water on them if you needed to. And it's got the windshields. There's a hose here and a quick connect so that you can hook directly to your propane tanks up front. It's got an on and off ball valve there too. So this is really easy to open and close. This is electric only, no propane. This is the back of your refrigerator. Got hot water heater. It's electric and gas. We actually will use both around this side. You have Ava. There's a quick connect hose right there and flush valve to do your sewer. This is your cable connections. Outdoor shower. Use this to wash my hands off. In the back door, full size spare. This is the Emma. It's got TV connections and electric outlet right there. We have a little TV we hang up. All right. So the inside, these doors are cool. These adjust, and they're very heavy duty, which is nice. They're not great, but these are better than most. And this door has a friction hinge, so the wind won't blow it shut. And a lot of times, we just leave it sort of open and use our screen door. The kids can put up a little window. All right, watch out, Crushy. All right. Inside, we have our friendly bears key holder. This is the master. Up front, it's really big. A lot of people swap out the mattress. We haven't done that. We've added some bracing underneath. The closets on either side are normally for hanging, but we prefer shelves. Oh wait, I still have the hanging thing.
Storage up top as well.
Yeah, lots. It really adds up. There's a bunch.
Oh yeah.
These windows, if you open them up, really, you can lay in here and it feels great. This goes all the way through, all the way to the ends. Power hookups everywhere. You have USB hookups. There's some storage space under here that fit little small boxes real well. Underneath here is the pass-through that you saw outside. There's a lot of storage on the floor over here too. So really big. This is your largest interior storage spot, but it's huge. It's about the size of a kind of standard bathtub. You can see better the storage that's on the side. There's lots of room to put stuff over there. And that's where your water pump and tank is up front here. All right. So really cool, huge pantry compared to most campers. Here's your dashboard, controls everything, glide rooms, awning, gas, electric, water heater, all your meters. This is the meters that it comes with.
This little button does our little blue lights. So if you look down here, all around, you turn those on.
Inside and outside speakers you can control through here. It's Bluetooth, so you can connect your phone to it or you can connect directly. This is really great storage. I mean, for all your wires and stuff, we don't really do great with all the little cute shelves and all that, but a lot of people do need stuff under there. So air comes through these vents. You got speakers everywhere. Heat comes through the baseboard vents. This couch is pretty neat. So this folds out. Come on.
Rosie, come.
It's really, really easy to do. So here's one of your fold out beds. Alright, it folds out to about there. I'll put it back down. And there's storage underneath as well.
Yes, if you look down there, you can fit some things down under.
It's a little bigger than what you think. And then this is kind of cool. We put on with and without it. Kind of a convertible seat. We have it where we actually can remove this and pull it out. There's a bunch of storage underneath this whole basically rectangle you see underneath. There's storage. This collapses down into a bed. You just pull the posts like in most campers or boats, and it rests on the ledge on either side. And you put these down, and basically you can turn this into a huge L-shaped bed. So I would think like 5 kids could easily sleep out here. Storage under here again. Here's air. It's got 2 units, one in the front, one in the back. This one is your main unit controlled by the thermostat. Here is your freezer. It's cool, you can leave it on. We put stuff in before we leave and get it going cold, and the propane drip will keep it cool. Really, it's pretty large. Between this and the outside and your cooler, you got more than you need. Alright, so this is, you can't really tell, but there's basically, you know, a Sam's Club sized pack of paper towels in there, bath tissue, trash bag that's huge. Never used this, but it looks really nice. Looks great, actually.
Instead, we use the convection oven.
Yeah, you can pull that outside. It's got vents and microwave, and this is access actually to your heater underneath here. There's the vents that come off the heater. There's a common issue with the sail switch that we've had. Pretty easy to fix aside from getting it out. Cabinets up top go all the way across. Pretty good amount of room. More down there you saw. Pretty nice kitchen sink. And this pulls off and you have spray settings. So we put this little table in.
So that we could take our Berkey with us.
Yeah, and
Always
sometimes
have
we
good
set
water.
a little shelves over there, a couple of drawers right where you're looking now. It's our pantry.
Second pantry. Some drawers.
Really store stuff under there. We put like paper towels. People are so good about using all the space. This is a neat little folding table here. This we stick under, but you have to be careful. There's your heat intake for the heater, so we can't put it there when we're running that. We use space heaters most of the time, to be honest. All right.
Bathroom.
Oh yeah.
We do have a
Trying to
bathroom.
skip to the coolest part. Here's the bathroom. Everybody notices how spacious the bathroom is. You know, tiny little medicine cabinet. This right here. But the shower is pretty large. It's nice size. It's got a skylight above it. We didn't put this on, so it made a big difference. Oxygenics. A lot of people really like those in the campers because it does well with any water pressure. But there's a lot of space in here. I mean, it's fun. You feel like you're outside a little bit because the sun is just right there right now. We got a fan and vent right here. Some of the lights are centrally controlled from one switch up front, but there's tons of little accessory lights over here. This is the coolest part. This is the back bedroom, and you can see it's huge. There's a lot of space. You can even put like camping chairs on the end and sit back here. I've done before. We tuck right there is kind of a little laundry area, and it's got a barn door here to close. And this had hanging stuff. We made these really simple shelves to go in here. But you can see it's huge. I could get in there.
So these are 4 bunks.
Yep. So they're a great size.
Full size.
So you
bunks.
can see, if I kind of lay over here, there's tons of room.
This did not come on the bunks. He added these to both top bunks just for extra security for our girls.
We've had the kids sit up here and watch fireworks shows. We were in Dollywood before. It's really cool just sitting here looking out. The sunsets I know this direction. So every night the girls can look out and watch the sunset over these trees.
So cool thing on the bunks for kids, each bunk has these little cubbies right here. They could keep like some stuff. It's got USB ports right there. So there's a bunk on
They've got
top.
their own little accessory light.
Yeah, each bunk has their accessory lights. There's the bottom bunk, looks just the same.
Separate air conditioner.
For the back, yep, right there.
Lots of storage underneath here. There is storage underneath both of these beds. And here, watch this. So this bed will actually fold up, and you can see the silver point hinge in the back. This section of the bed will fold up so you can use it as a garage for your bicycles. And the same thing on the other side. All right. So came with the TV. It's got room to fit a full 27-inch iMac, 26, whatever it is. And a lot of space under here even. This is the back door. This is really neat feature because we can close off the middle there, and we can be back in here and wide awake, and they could be going crazy while somebody is sleeping way up front. It's we got 2 doors and a lot of about 30 feet of space between the 2 of them. So this is really cool to have the back access. Nice if you do it like this, just to feel even a little bit more opened up in here. We put this in, it wasn't already there.
Extra hook space.
We also did this as well. The exit sign is original, the bear is not.
So this is made to sleep how many? Is it 12? What it was?
Yeah, it's gonna say something like 12.
So why did we choose this one for our size family as opposed to a different one? What was our main selling points of this camper?
All right, so this is a lot of space. Weight is an issue. Normally when you're talking about a camper and truck, you're talking about the overall weight limit being under 16,000 pounds for your total weight of everything you got, people, everything going down the road. And so our vehicle, something to fit us, this van here,
Which is what?
A Nissan NV 3500.
Okay.
This is going to be capable of towing way more than this, easily. But they're both going to be about 7,000 pounds, 6,000 or 7,000. So you only have so much more room for people. And
so is this camper considered like an ultralight?
this is ultralight, and it's ultralight because like the finishings are a little bit simpler. The wood that they use is going to be lighter particle board. The framing being styrofoam. It's really cool though because it doesn't rot. It gives you the 4 seasons. We've been in like blistering cold in this camper before in Tennessee when it was in the teens and had zero, not a moment of discomfort. But yeah, so this is also the biggest length that we could get at that weight. And this, because it has the 4 bunks in the back and allowed us to get separation for kids napping up front and being awake in the back. We really wanted something with a shower that would be serviceable and kitchen stuff that we could actually use and cook with that would function well. So all of those things. We also have, this is pretty cool, we just got a Starlink. We just set it up top. And it's connected directly to the router right there, so we are fully connected, just as if we're at home to the internet. We have power just like we're at home. There's a laundromat right there, so we can kind of stay here pretty much indefinitely if we wanted to.
And we did stay, this was our primary living space between houses for how long?
4 or 5 months.
So a family of 7, we stayed in here full time for a whole summer.
We recently there's a full-size spare. We had the original tires on it, which are Trailer King, which dry rotted after a couple of years and very little gentle use. They were awful. So we got the Goodyear Endurance, and it was really easy to change the tires on it. Far simpler than I would have guessed. I did it myself. Of course, took the rims to tire shop and they put the wheels on, but we did everything else.
Okay, so tell me in particular who you think this RV would be best suited for.
Anyone. It's different because of the 4 bunks in the back. There's very few that have that, and you give up the outdoor kitchen space. So if you want that, then don't get this one. But we were okay with that. Really, the main thing is the 4 bunks, and it's not just the 4 bunks, but they're oversized, and each of them is really kind of functions as each of the kids' own little room. We have 4 of them for 5 kids, but little one don't get too upset about having his own space. We also like the separation. We had baby at the time, and being able to close off the front and the back. and keep the noise down was important.
What did you get extra to help pull this, or that you think that people should invest in?
You have to have you need anything above like a small pop-up camper. You need a weight distribution hitch. You see all of these different companies that make them. I like simple, and so we went with the Anderson, who uses just the heavy-duty chains. It's really simple. They mount on there. There's no extra pieces to really carry around except your hitch. Um, it's amazing. If it is loose going down the road, you'll notice it right away. It makes a big difference both in the bounce in between the travel and the camper, and also in the turn, so you don't start. If you know, a lot of people might know if you're driving down the road with a camper, it starts kind of waggling back and forth like a boat will do at full speed. Um, we also got a brake controller from Red Arc, which has been amazing. It was very easy to plug in. People are in Australia, so they're a lot of fun to talk to if you have a need for customer support, and you have to call them when it's nighttime here. But they were really helpful. I had one question about getting it installed, and it couldn't have been simpler. I've had no issues with it. It's adjustable. It has a light indicator on it to tell you what's going on. Like if it's on, if it's being brakes being pressed and connected to the back, but you can really feel it with the trailer. You gotta have that, and Red Arc was a good option. It's got an adjustable dial on it, which I like, and I use it a lot. I turn it up on the highway and turn it down in the parking lots. And it's just right there at your knee and really easy to use.
Do you have like a price estimate that for those two, how much you spent on?
The distribution hitch I think you can get for like $500 and change, which is half of what some of the other options are if you've been looking around. And the brake controller is really like $100 or so. It's a very simple little piece of equipment.
But worth it.
Yes, you have to have it. It's not an option.
Okay. Are there any things on this, if you had the chance or the money or the time, any things on this particular trailer that you would change, or?
The main things that I think about are time. So I spend a lot of time checking tire pressure. We just got new tires, so that goes a long way towards that end. But they have some simple tire pressure monitors. I don't really need a backup camper. I've never really wanted one.
A backup camera?
Yeah, this is pre-wired to have a backup camera on the back of it. And they're going to be like $500 or so. And I've never sat there and thought, boy, I wish I had a backup camera. If I really wanted to, I could just get Jamie to get out with FaceTime on the phone, and that we've never done that. I would get. There are we use the simple leveling blocks, the orange and black ones that everybody has, or yellow. But they do have those teardrop shapes that help for leveling, again, time. And in conjunction with that, Level Mate Pro, which you mount somewhere centrally. You get your camper all leveled out. I run in here with a bubble level. But if you have a Level Mate, you can pull up the app in your phone, never leave your car, put your teardrop shaped levelers down, and as you pull on them, it raises the lower side of the camper up. You can see it on your phone, on your dash, and you only have to get it out one time to level it, just to put your blocks down. What I have to do now is I come and open the door and throw a level in and check it, and then take it back out, close the door up, go get back in the car. So it's things like that that save time.
Why do you prefer camping for large families like ours instead of do you feel like it's cheaper instead of trying to find places to stay
It's
when
absolutely
traveling?
cheaper. We're fortunate enough to have extended times that we can travel. And so it gives us the ability to really bring our home with us. We have just about everything that we need here, or can get it pretty easily at most of the campgrounds we're going to be at. But it's like carrying an apartment around with you. This is a size enough where it really feels like a small home. And certainly lots of people make them their homes.
All right, so we would always persuade people to get a camper and go camping. Camping is like a wonderful life. But who do you feel like should not be pulling, or you have a special gift that you grew up pulling boats and large trucks, so you have never had a problem backing it in. There's also the idea that campers tend to have a lot of repairs that you're able to do.
So the repairs that we have had have been honestly um, errors on installation, not on the product. So people making errors. For example, a lot of people have the common issue that their water pump, they drill out the hole for it, but they don't clean out the shards. And it clogs up your water pump and you got to fix it. So we've had to do that. We've had the sail switch, another common problem that I'm sure people have had. Um, and it's another debris issue where they're not cleaning up the workspace. These are built in a factory on an assembly line. And so a guy's got one task, he goes in there and does it. And if they don't tell him, hey, clean up the shards of plastic afterwards, they're going to find their way somewhere. Those are the most major issues that we had. There's other stuff, and I keep tools with me pretty much all the time. I always have a drill. I generally have a saw if I need to make something, just a circular saw. Um, and I used to carry more tools when we were in it full time. But that's the major stuff. We make little things here and there just to fit in a spot is probably the major need. As far as towing it, um, I don't know what to really say about that because I don't really think about it or the size of it. I almost like the size of it because you there's different styles of driving, and when you're in something really big, a lot of times you have to say everybody sees me, everybody notices me, and that makes you a little bit safer because being on a motorcycle or a bicycle, you're easily fit at blind spots. Well, nobody's going to miss us going down the road in 60 feet of camper and vehicle. So that is good. I creep along since we've got the newer tires. I felt much more comfortable driving down the road faster. The previous ones were only rated for 65. These are rated for 87, I think.
Which you never go.
No, I barely go 65, but I did go the speed limit here now. I mean, I'd probably say just 10 or 20 minutes driving a little faster. It is smaller trailers can be harder to drive, smaller, narrow, like a jet ski trailer. Bigger ones, they just follow you. The hard part is backing in. We're on a pull-through site, so if you have a hard time with that, then get a pull-through site and just pull straight in. Don't be afraid to ask somebody to back your camper for you. There's plenty of guys, probably some ladies around to be happy to help you. I wouldn't get something if you have no experience pulling a trailer at all. 20 feet is going to feel large to you, which is, pop-up camper is probably going to be 15. And then also, um, there's a lot of factors. Like a lighter trailer is going to bounce around a lot more. This one's big enough where it acts as more of a parachute behind you. Um, but yeah, I wouldn't necessarily try to mess with this if you were uncomfortable or had not pulled around larger vehicles before.
So I know this particular RV park that we're at now, which we will do a tour of later, has like mobile repair places. Is that common in?
So yeah, you'll see like at the larger campgrounds, maybe at the state parks, where they have their own little economies and ecosystems around them of businesses. So a couple doors down to the right, you have an RV storage place, and to the left, there may be two RV dealerships and repairs. And then at this facility, you have people that live on site. And they have a great Facebook group at Carolina Pines. If there's something you need, you put it on there and you'll get a response. I noticed just a little bit earlier, I was looking for the activities for this week, and someone said, hey, my air conditioner went out. This was yesterday during a horrible downpour out of nowhere. Guy said, I'll be there in just a minute. And you'll see on our video tour, a lot of those folks live in an A section. You got a lot of really skilled trade workers. I think there's two people that are doing cleaning, and that's something we might do. They seem to do an exceptional job. There's two of them, and it's hard to tell which one of them does better, but one of them is definitely on site. Um, so you just see, where there's
Where they come and clean the outside of the campers? Yeah, okay.
And you just see, like, obviously, great place for a storage facility right next to this because it's a campground and it stays full, and I'm sure those people do very well. Same over here. I've gone over there to look for a part. We had the awning. Actually, accidentally rolled it in backwards and popped a little actuator on it. And so I went over there and tried to order one. They have people that come here they sell campers, so they've had a really nice Newmar, huge diesel pusher up front yesterday that they were demoing, and they have asked us your repair questions or maintenance questions. Um, you asked about maintenance, there is some stuff like you have to watch your roof seals a lot is one of the main things. And then other than that, it's just general maintenance, like keeping it clean, keeping bugs out. We had a praying mantis infestation one time. Screens. The weird stuff. So with an ultralight camper, everything is mostly particle board with either wallpaper or like a laminate film over top of it that really does not hold up well, but that's what you gotta do because of the weight. And so super glue is your friend to put those little spots that peel up, put them back down. And then we're working hard to find some matching contact paper to fix some of the cabinetry. But it's almost the trouble with Keystone is they have so many different patterns and options. It's really hard to find what you need. So many different shaped doors and panels. And
All right, last question. If someone is looking to purchase or to get into camping, purchase a travel trailer RV for the first time, what sort of advice would you give?
decide how you're going to use it
Meaning what?
and adjust your budget. It doesn't make a lot of sense to have a camper like this if you're going to use it one weekend out of the year.
Yeah, okay.
For us, this is like our second vehicle and part of our vacation budget. So we just have the one vehicle and we go everywhere together. And so some people have property taxes and payments and insurance for a second vehicle. That's where this fits in for us. Yeah, we do. I mean, we've stayed a month out easily last year. and currently we're here for a couple of weeks, and would extend longer if we didn't have stuff going on. So this provides something just to come and stay with. And we spend a lot of time here. We have like kind of a slower day, a movie day yesterday, because we're places that, you know, for more extended periods. We've got cooking set up, which is important for us to be able to have snacks and the ability to cook kind of last minute. If you're gonna travel farther, the one thing I think about this that I wish we could kind of fold it up into pop-up camper size is if we wanted to really travel across the country, we could. And people have done it with this camper and with this vehicle that we have, the Nissan. But I think I would want something a little bit smaller.
For what purpose?
Just because you can fly down the road.
Oh, okay. To go, not
yeah,
take as long to travel.
There's less stuff to go wrong. There's less weight on your axles, less weight on your tires, less maintenance because you're talking about something that's a quarter of the size, less electrical components, plumbing. Another thing to think about is I'm talking about every range of size, to something down tiny to one of these massive ones. If consider if you need a shower and a bathroom. We have tiny ones, so we really have to have like a middle of the night bathroom for them to run to. And some campers have like pull out toilets like under a cabinet or something like that, and a shower that comes up. I really haven't looked in them in a while. And then you go to the higher end, and you know, there's campers here that are nicer than our house.
YouTube them.
Yeah, YouTube has great videos from the dealerships doing like 30-minute walkthroughs. It's just amazing. But a lot of campers will let you come get inside them too. They love to show off. But yeah, so you have that. You have fifth wheels are the next size down. We couldn't get that because you have to have the fifth wheel hitch in the bed of a truck. And there's not a truck that would fit our family. Otherwise, that would have been ideal. And these are going to cost quite a bit more because you're really taking a step up as far as weight, all of the stuff inside of them, a lot more space, a lot more features, bells and whistles. Ours is really simple and plain, but I like that. And then this is a travel trailer. And so this is a tow behind. This weighs 7,000 pounds and is an ultra light, which is rare. Most of them in this range of 34 plus feet are going to be 10 or 12,000 pounds. So you really need just a truck to tow those. And then you go on down to all kinds of crazy stuff. Little teardrops and pop-up campers and hybrids. But this was best for us because we could bring our whole house down the road.
Thanks so much for watching this video, you guys. I hope you found this informative, helpful. If there's any other things that you would want to know about life in general in a travel trailer, we did spend a whole summer between houses as our family of 7 in this travel trailer. If you're curious about how that worked, where we stayed, any of that stuff that you want to know, just leave it in the comments below. Like I said, next week we're going to have some more curriculum pics, another kind of vlog of our trip here in Myrtle Beach. And if this is content that you like to see or you're interested in, I hope you'll subscribe, give this video a thumbs up. It really helps my channel, and I hope you'll stick around and that this channel continues to be a blessing to you and your family. Bye!